What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I want to discuss what's going on with the Bitcoin price. And those who watched yesterday's video, as predicted, I showed you my targets and that's exactly where we hit. So I want to talk to you what I think is next. And before we go into today's video, there are a few things I have to share with you guys. Number one is all these videos I'm doing is more of a short-term analysis. So long-term, I know where Bitcoin is heading and I'm extremely bullish long-term on Bitcoin. So short-term meaning is the next few weeks or potentially next few months. But again, this doesn't change my opinion regarding long-term bullish on Bitcoin as a long-term investment. So as I've always said from day one, I believe Bitcoin will reach very, very high numbers this year we've reached so far. So that's something I had to make clear because all these videos I'm showing you is more of a short-term update, and again, long-term, I'm extremely bullish on Bitcoin. So that's something I had to make clear. So another thing I had to mention to you guys is recently I did receive quite a few new subscribers to my channel since I did Bitcoin and investing videos. So I have to say that I used to do a lot more car videos on my channel. If you don't know, some of the OG subscribers definitely will know. And guys, I haven't changed my passion. I do love cars. And I just felt that I wanted to do something a bit different as well. And since I've seen the feedback, the great feedback from, the viewers and likes and all of that, and so many new subscribers, this is why I'm actually doing more Bitcoin videos as well, because I see you guys enjoy it, I enjoy it, and ultimately it feels great to help people, because I can proudly say that I know personally a lot of people that have made a lot of money from my videos. One of the main reasons why I actually enjoy doing these videos. But in the future, when I do feel like I can do some more car content, like interesting videos, I will definitely do that, because I just want to base this channel on things I enjoy doing. But that's another thing I had to mention. And guys, if you want to show your support, just give this video a like. As always, subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and you can always support this channel by just using my links in the description, affiliate links and referral links. And not only that, you'll also get some free Bitcoin if you use my referral link. So check the links in the description. Now then, let's dive right into this video and let's see the Bitcoin chart. All right, guys, so this is the Bitcoin chart, and this is the same chart I've showed you yesterday. So I haven't changed anything really. And this is basically the big triangle that I've shown you now in the past, I think 2 videos possibly. And yes, as we spoke yesterday that we broke out, I was telling you guys on yesterday's video where my target was. I've been telling you that I was expecting us to get a bounce around these levels here. So I showed you the previous support line right over here. And I was mentioning on yesterday's video that I was expecting Bitcoin to come around the 30,000 US dollar level. We did dip slightly below, but ultimately this is where we found at the moment support. So what do I expect now? What potentially could be happening right now? So again, guys, you have to remember that long term, I'm extremely bullish on Bitcoin and I see Bitcoin going up very nice. But we have to remember as well, in the short term, there will be corrections. There will be things that will change because nothing goes up in a straight line. Again, that's something to always remember. And this is not for traders. I mean, for example, yesterday, as I mentioned on my video, I had a short trade with Ethereum. And I actually closed my trade right around these levels because I knew that we will get some bounce. Now, it doesn't mean that this is over yet, this correction. So I closed my short because I was expecting a bounce up. So I was happy to take profit and close my position. Now, if we do break lower, I might potentially open up another trade, but that's not really what I want to talk about in today's video. I want to show you guys what I think potentially could be happening. So as you guys can see here, we do have a nice bounce, and this is a 4-hourly candle. So you can see we came down all the way to around $28,700, and we are currently around $31,000. So we did get a nice bounce. Now we have 2 options that will most likely happen. The first option is potentially we're getting this bounce here, and we could be slowly forming and going back up. Or the second option is we're getting a short-term bounce, and then we could be going lower. And we do have to wait and see before we can make our mind up. We do have to keep watching the charts and patterns. But ultimately, I personally think that we have a bigger likelihood to continue a bit of a further dump, I would say. So personally, I would say like a 60% more likely to go a bit lower than breaking and going back up. Now, the next levels of support, if we do go lower, would be around the $26,000 level. So right over here. And if that doesn't hold, then we will be going down to around the 23,000 right over here. And another thing is, it will actually be quite interesting, because if we do come down to around the $26,000 level, we will actually be going very close to the EMA here, which I spoke about in yesterday's video. So if you don't know that, go back to yesterday's video and watch through that, because I explained something quite significant around this blue line here. So I'll definitely recommend you watch that if you want to know what I was talking about. But that could actually be a very nice bounce, you know, whether we come down, touch it, test it for a few days or weeks, and then we go back up. That could be a very, very good sign if that happens. So then what's my plans? What do I think is going to happen? As I said, personally, I feel like we might have a bit more downside to go before going back up. Remember guys, this could be a short-term bear trend, and long-term, as I said a few times now, it does not change my opinion on Bitcoin. And that's something very important to know, because people that are long-term investors should not be panic selling at these numbers, because ultimately the way to make money from Bitcoin as a hodler, you want to hold it as a long-term investment. So that's something very important to remember, because remember guys, while the weak hands and many retail people are selling now Bitcoin from panic and fear, there are smart money out there. There are institutions right now that are buying Bitcoins at these levels for the long term. So again, you have to consider what you're doing. But remember, trading and hodling are two different things, and trading is definitely very risky. So it's definitely not for everybody to do. And regarding Ethereum, normally when Bitcoin has a sharp drop or move either direction, most likely all other cryptocurrencies will follow. So that's something always to remember. So always what I would do is I would use Bitcoin as an indicator, as the main chart, because that's normally how it works. You know, there are sometimes occasionally other altcoins randomly pop up here and there, but in generally, it's all about Bitcoin, and that's how it's always been. And guys, this is why I was always telling you on my videos that whenever you're in nice profits, you should always scale out in small positions. The reason for that, as I've mentioned a few times, but I think it's just so important to keep on reminding you guys, that the reason why I would sell when I'm in a nice profit is always to manage to have funds available to buy back when we have great opportunities. And I'm not saying right now is the best opportunity, but potentially now could be a good time to buy as a long-term investor, not as a short-term swing, as a long-term hodler. And personally, me, I would actually start scaling in very small positions right now. Or if you don't have any Bitcoin at all and you want to kind of get some Bitcoin, personally, I would start buying a little bit right now, because we don't know if it's going to go lower. Yes, it could go lower, but if it doesn't happen, do you want to be with no Bitcoin, or do you want to end up actually buying at 40,000 US dollars or something around there from FOMO, like from fear of missing out? So always consider, whenever we have sharp drops, always consider buying in, especially if you don't have any Bitcoin yet. So of course, if you have a long-term hodling position, you can always add little amounts more when we have sharp drops. But remember guys, you know, we all know where Bitcoin will be heading long-term, and this is not financial advice, guys. I always tell you guys, you know, it's important to buy these things when the markets are red, when there's fear in the markets. You don't want to be buying Bitcoin when everyone is talking about it. Everyone is saying Bitcoin has gone up like massive numbers. That's not when you want to buy. I mean, you could buy then, but realistically, if you want to make nice profits, you buy it when the market is dropping. You buy it when there's fear, not when there's greed. And that's the ultimate rule of investing. So remember guys, what I'm telling you, this is just my opinion, but think about it guys. This is just the way I see it. Anyways guys, I'm gonna end this video here. Please give this video a like. As always, subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and if you want to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum, check out the link in my description. And guys, take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.